Welcome to another one. In this video, we're going to be talking about the 17 diaper lady. Her name is Nurse Hannah, and she has a TikTok account. This is the first time I ever heard about her, but essentially she's under fire because her son flinched. So I'm about to show you the video. So here's the video that was deleted. And I guess other people doing the video. All right. So I don't personally watch this YouTuber, but the reason why I call her 17 diaper lady is because that's what she was trending for before, where she had
17 diaper lady,
17.
17 diaper
Hold up.
lady,
Yo, one thing
17
I don't
diaper.
like about TikTok is the video automatically plays. Let me play the video. But anyway, because there was a recording where she did some type of video and there was a lot. She was picking up all the diapers, stuff that was, it was 17 diapers or something like that. I'm going to talk about that a little later on in the video. As far as the footage that I just seen, honestly, that's a toughie, because even talking about discipline your children versus actual abuse in this country, let alone this world, is a touchy topic. Yes, there are parents out there that are drawing on their kids, that are actually abusing them, actually not feeding them. So it's crazy stuff like that. There are situations, well, there was a situation with another, I guess she was a YouTube mom or Instagram mom, whatever the case is, who would talk about disciplining and stuff like that, and she ended up getting outed because her son went to a neighbor's, was begging the person either for food or for help, or basically for help, because his mom was doing the most, and she actually got prosecuted and I believe she's in jail as we speak for that. And of course, that's going to make your regular parents, the ones that are actually trying to correct their children, look really bad and lump them into this group of disciplining your kid at all is just a bad thing. There was even a clip I had heard about with Barack Obama's wife, about if your kid throws something at you, you look at them and you say, why did you throw that at me? That's why these kids out here running rampant right now. I'm just letting you know this. That's why these kids are out here cussing out cops as if they don't got uh weapons of mass destruction on them. They acting like they could talk back to any nobody. They could do X, Y, and Z, stealing, doing all of this stuff. Yes, everybody has different life stories. There's a whole bunch of different situations that are going on. But there are some real self-entitled out here today more than ever. I mean, kids that are doing murdering, you know what I'm saying? That's something that, if let that happen, right? Because that's the one thing that I want to talk about on this video, is the scrutiny that parents are under constantly, no matter what. Okay, and just a quick disclaimer: I'm not saying Nurse Hannah isn't abusing that child. I don't know. I don't base the entirety of my whole opinion by person, knowing them or whatever the case is, off of a 30-second clip or 20-second clip. Okay. I don't know what goes on fully in the household. I look at the child on the video. He doesn't seem to be malnourished. I don't know what age he is. Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't ever try to guess ages nowadays, especially they putting all type of hormones in the milk, all type of stuff. So kids be in high school, the boys be in high school with full on beards. The girls are already having their period so early. You don't know what age. So, but especially even with my kids looked a year, 2 years older than they actually were, and still they look way older than they actually are. So I don't know. The kid doesn't seem to have any bruises on him or anything like that, indicating anything, whatever the case is. I can't be too sure, but you can't rule it out. But I mean, isn't it innocent until proven guilty? I don't know, but yeah. So as far as the scrutiny that parents deal with, like you'll see on a crime video where they'll be like, oh, the 13-year-old murdered somebody, or 10-year-old is doing this, whatever the case is. You see in the comments, oh, where were the parents? Oh, it's the parents' fault. Oh, somebody's not learning something at home. Oh, da 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 da. But then on the other end, people will sit there and go hard and say, oh, the child must be getting abused. Oh, they must be this, that, and the third. They must be that, whatever the case is, right? Even as a parent in this country, their goal their goal is to make the parent's life hard enough as it is. And parenting, they don't say parenting is the hardest job in the world for no reason. It's a challenge being a parent, especially in these evil ass times. So just imagine having to deal with these kids and trying to train them up correctly, and you got the world, just doesn't matter what you do, you being scrutinized. That's why I brought up the 17 diapers things, because there was a video of her. She has 17 diapers. It's outlandish. I don't know if a lot of the commenters are women who don't have kids, because a lot of women are choosing to be child free. I feel like y'all should just stay in your lane. Okay, stay in your place. Having nieces and nephews don't count. If you're not a 24-hour parent, honestly, I mean, it's the internet. Anybody can say whatever they want to say. You know what I'm saying? And this is just my opinion based off of a reality of the situation. You're not gonna really like know what it's like to be a parent unless you have adopted the kid, or you carried the kid for the 9-10 months, gave birth, experienced postpartum depression. You literally split the matrix and gave birth to another human. There is another human walking around. Like, you know how major that is? There's another human that is there, right? So it's not easy after giving birth. And she has a dude, I don't know if that's her husband, but there are moms out there that do it single based off of their own decisions and whatever happened, whatever the case is. Sometimes there are moms that are single because of unfortunate circumstances that's out of their control. But it's already a challenge enough. And especially if you are a Black mother, it's tough. It's tough. The house not always going to be clean. This is why people complain so much. That's another point. People complain so much about how it's fake on the internet, how it is so fake. There are all these lights, and there's smoke and mirrors. There's smoke and mirrors on the internet, right? Complain about that, but then you go and you criticize a mother who has 17 diapers on the floor. You counted each diaper that's on the floor. And based on the video that I had seen, they look pretty wrapped up and neat. That was a good, diaper wrap technique that you're supposed to be using. Okay. At least the kid, we would assume the kid isn't walking around with one of those, those big, diapers weighing just as much as the kid, running around while she doing twerk videos. At least there's that, right? At least we could presume that the child does not have a diaper rash. You know what I'm trying to say? Instead of people looking at that, they are nitpicking. They'll be like, oh, beige TikTok or beige Instagram, where there's a bunch of, it's super neat, and they're selling stuff to you, and they're so organized beyond belief. There's nothing perfect for y'all. Are y'all not entertained?
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
Never. Y'all never said, are y'all not satisfied ever? No. It's either it's too organized, it's too fake. And then when you see the reality that a lot of y'all houses aren't as spick and span and perfect, especially if you have little toddlers running around, especially if you have postpartum depression, which a lot of Black women, myself included, was afraid to bring that up, because you'll be afraid of them taking your kids because you're depressed. because you have to do everything, because you're the therapist, the cook, the provider, the everything, right? You have to pay every subscription. There's a lot of things going on the spiritual streets, and I'm happy that you here getting edified and learning what not to do. Although we live in a corrupt system that overly taxes you on your hard-earned money, and most of it ends up going into government's pocket, we could still take advantage of it. As you already know, it's not the easiest thing to save money throughout the year, so you could take advantage of the lump sum payment that you get as a defense to try to get out of bondage that is Babylon and this world in general. Fight off the temptation. Women, I'm also talking to you. You know, as a woman, we terrible at budgeting. I'm just gonna be honest. We don't spend money correctly, and don't even hold your breath for any reparations that we should be getting for the pain and suffering that our ancestors went through. But at this point, you just gotta make a choice now to leave a legacy for your seed. You already chose to be edified and watch this channel, and I'm blessed to have you here. I appreciate you making it this far and elevating all God got me here, and being obedient to your purpose that God has for you will let you achieve amazing heights. So to show my appreciation, I have a mini ebook in the link in the description. You can go ahead and grab it on what to do with your tax refunds. Okay, let's not let another year go by where you BMF day on your taxes. And I'm talking to you parents out there too with that child tax credit. But all jokes aside, all praises to the Most High. Back to the video. Make sure you keep up with everything. No, they don't. Your job don't give a damn that you had a baby. Your significant other may be your significant other, but they might not fully be there and understanding and understand that you just had something so serious happen to you that you're questioning everything, that you don't even look yourself in the mirror because you feel like you're just out of place. You feel your body's changed. All type of stuff is going on. They don't care about that. I'm not defending her. I'm not, that's a hard flinch. But I'm not defending her in terms of she is not doing it, or like I said, I don't know. I don't know what goes on in their household. I heard they're under investigation now. You know, if she's innocent, if she shouldn't be worrying about nothing for the most part, because that's not always true. Then again, because there are some situations where, as we've seen many times, where CPS fails and they'll book the person that actually is taking care of their kids, actually doing right by their kids, and then completely ignore the billions of red flags from other situations. But in just looking at the comments, I used to flinch. My father was super abusive. That's, the two arms is protect yourself. This hurts my heart. The flinches till this day. There was another comment that I seen out. My kid flinches too, and we aren't abusing our child. I saw another comment like that. I don't know. I'm about to look through all these comments. I used to jump super hard, and everyone in my family would laugh at me. LMAO. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just depends. It just depends. My kids do this because of their dad. I'm not with him, and I was full custody with them, trying to get. It was hard. IDK. My daughter used to be weird about stuff coming at her, and she never was hit or nothing. She just reacted OD because I used to think something was going on, but was told it was just a reflex. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, there's something else too, like, coming out of the doctor or whatever the case is. When you're pregnant, you give birth, there's a lot of amniotic fluid inside of you. So when they do the hearing test, sometimes your kid can fail the hearing test.
And
And
I
that's what
also
happened to
think it
me. My kids
depends
failed the hearing
on the
test.
age
I would
of the
freak
kids.
out. Like, I was
But
reading the
at the end of the
Bible. I was
day,
like
when kids
praying. I
get
was
to a
like,
certain
yo, I
age,
really pray. They
they
said,
know
when you're home, try to
right
do
from
jump
wrong.
scares,
And if
try
you
to
don't
clap
discipline your
really loud
kids,
or
the world
drop
will.
something really loudly. See if the baby flinched. And I know this is a toddler, it's two different things, whatever the case is, but whatchamacallit, I would be so happy when a few days will go by and the fluid is coming out of their ears and I clap and the baby's like flinching or blinking or so. I mean, it just depends. It don't look good, but there's a lot of things that cannot look good in the moment. I'm not 1,000% sure. Like I said, I'm not saying that it is or it isn't. If it is the case, then I hope that, justice could be, given to the kid. If if the abuse is like that. I can't tell how old this child is. Is he like what, 2? I want to bring it to y'all. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. It's a very touchy topic when it comes to this. What y'all think about it, as far as what's going on with her. Honestly, I grew up in a different generation. A lot of these kids nowadays, like, they are acting the way they did because they didn't get a good ass whooping. But there's a line between straight up, okay, being pulverized and really being abused versus you're getting a spanking or a pop on the hand or a pop on the butt. I don't out there, I'm sure there is, but where don't let me pop you, whatever the case is, or what I say, as a kid, and you see your kid going over to touch the stove or a fire on the stove, or you're reaching over, pop. Don't do that, because at the end of the day, whether you discipline your child or not, the world is going to discipline your child. Okay, if you don't, the child going over towards that snake, pop. Don't go over towards that snake. That snake, it could be poisonous. That snake is not good for you. You know what I'm trying to say? You teaching your kid as they know. There's levels to stuff, of course. When they're a baby, toddler ages, is different type of talk that you give them. But as they get older, you want to instill that. Listen, you need to understand that there are consequences to actions. Okay, there are consequences to your actions, to your choices. We know, because at the end of the day, if your child is going reaching for that fire, and you pop them before they get burnt, if you don't want to do that and they get burnt, the fire is going to discipline them, and it's going to be worse than that pop that you would have gave them on their hand, because burns, all type of stuff, the pain, you know what I mean, the possibility of infection afterwards, all type of stuff. People can pass away from having a severe enough burn. Like, you know what I'm trying to say? There's certain levels to things. Again, it goes back to, if they kids doing something bad or whatever the case is, oh, it's the end of the world. The parent, they must not been teaching them right at home. But then, this goes on, or whatever the case is. Oh, you spank your kids. I remember I saw this like cop video, and the 6-year-old or something was running away from the cops, whatever the case is, ran away from school, like 6, young age, right? Anything could have went down. Anything could have happened. The cop had said something along the lines of spanking, give you a spanking or something like that, your parents. And then the comment section was, oh, why would that police officer was way out of line, and da da da. We're going up in a society where it's getting so soft that they don't even know that they're contributing to the violence, the increase of crime in the society, because kids aren't getting punished at their home. They're not getting corrected at their home. Again, this, not saying it's about this situation. I don't know if what's going on over there, or whatever the case is, but it makes you also question what can parents do at this point? Not defending her, don't know her, but it brought up that interesting thought. So if you have any questions, comments, I definitely would love to hear what's going on, and hopefully it could get sorted out.